Every day, the average human being has an emotional discharge. They can be happy, sad, depressed, frustrated. Who knows the possibilities of this outcome? Emotion is a huge thing in our world, and simply without it, we'd all be thoughtless, expressing no feelings or care to the outside world. The range of human emotions are expressed more and more every day, which is a fascinating wonder in our lives. But have you ever sat down and asked yourself, why does one go from happy to sad? There are many ways to encounter this question and more into human emotions, but let's talk about this in the chemistry aspect. This is all called neurochemistry, but more referred as brain chemistry. Well, what is neurochemistry? It's the study of neurochemicals, including neurotransmitters and other molecules that circulate the brain. These chemicals send messages to the brain and act like little messages that communicate with the brain. Billions of neurons communicate with the brain every day, and this can be referred to the term synapse. Synapses are neurons that are able to transmit messages using neurotransmitters. Brain chemistry is like an adventure. Once a neuron is fully charged up, it releases multiple chemical messages which move across the synapse to another neuron. The chemical will now go through a special area called a receptor, which is on the surface of the neuron. Remember that a chemical will only be accepted through a receptor. It's just like a lock and key system. Once it's attached onto a receptor site, different neurotransmitters will start to react, which will tell the neuron to pass on other messages to another cell to stop a signal or to stop producing. Now you may be scratching your head wondering what is a neurotransmitter and what purposes does it have towards this topic? Well, neurotransmitters are brain chemicals that communicate information throughout our brain and body. See, neurotransmitters are actually what control our body. So everyday daily functions from eating food to sleeping in bed, it orders the body around and obviously the body accepts its every command. While going into neurotransmitters, there is more information than you think. There are two types of neurotransmitters. One of these is called excitatory neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters help stimulate the brain, so regulating most of the body's basic functions, which include thinking, alertness, energy of the body, and many more. The other type of neurotransmitter is called inhibitory transmitter. These transmitters help balance the mood of the brain, help keeping it calm. These transmitters can also help create mood changes of a person. So for an example, how does one go from happy to sad? They can also create mental health simulations such as anxiety, depression, fear, and many more symptoms. Within the two transmitters, there's also different subtypes of transmitters that help build up neurotransmitters. There are three types of inhibitory neurotransmitters: serotonin, GABA, and dopamine. Serotonin actually does not stimulate the brain at all, but the amount of serotonin is necessary for a stable mood and balance excessive stimulation of a neurotransmitter going into your brain. Serotonin can also cause unusual sudden cravings, change of sleep cycles, and pain controls. Its main purpose is to regulate the mood, thinking, and impulsive control. GABA, mostly referred as nature's Valium-like substance, is a type of transmitter that normally fires into your brain oftenly, which causes anxiety and even panic attacks, but only when excitatory transmitters overreact. Although only if GABA levels are low, then these most likely will encounter. To keep a stable level, doctors advise to stay away from alcohol and drugs. Now, going into excitatory neurotransmitters, there are also four subtypes of transmitters: dopamine, norepinephrine, acetylcholine, and epinephrine. Norepinephrine neurotransmitters are also responsible for stimulation process in the body. This helps keep the body healthy and gets us doing our daily functions. But this transmitter can also cause anxiety, mood effects, so easily getting depressed, low energy levels, thinking and focusing abilities also tend to decrease, and the effect on sleeping cycles. But only if there are low levels of norepinephrine. Epinephrine reflects stress factors and levels. Also, this transmitter regulates heart rate and blood pressures of the body. Acetylcholine is a type of transmitter that sends various types of signals to the brain. This transmitter helps the body function with memory, learning, help maintain rapid eye motion, and also help interact with people's dreams. Dopamine is a special type of neurotransmitter that is considered as both excitatory and inhibitory neurotransmitters. Within the inhibitory neurotransmitter system, it helps with depression and focusing skills, but mainly dopamine is focused more of an excitatory neurotransmitter. It affects our ability to concentrate and focus, such as where are the keys, or simply forgetting what a paragraph said after you finish reading it. But dopamine helps the brain stay on track, motivates our body to do more, and desiring us to get things finished faster. Although neurotransmitters can help cause various types of mental disorders such as depression, Alzheimer's disease, generalized anxiety disorder, and many more, they're all mainly caused by different types of neurotransmitters with very low levels. Having low levels is bad for the brain because your activity and behavior is out of control, and to keep yourself on control, you must stabilize yourself. To stabilize levels, most people are asked to keep away from drugs, alcohol, and any other type of intoxication that can affect the brain and other parts of the human body. Now back to that question. Why does one go from happy to sad? Well, it's because of the different types and levels and how well they are stabilized. When excitatory neurotransmitters over interact with inhibitory neurotransmitters, they tend to interfere with the person's mood and feeling overall, causing them going to emotional distress. Normally this happens when someone is blinding them from their happiness. Here's some information about the different types of neurotransmitters and their chemical compounds, molar mass, intermolecular forces, and polarities. This concludes the final part of my video. Thank you for listening and have a great day.